Hello, welcome to Reading Success Academy. I'm Paula Smith, and in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to teach your beginning readers how to build consonant-vowel-consonant words. We're going to build the words with letter pieces, and we're going to spell those words as well. Now, for beginning readers, I suggest using letter tiles, or if you have those like refrigerator magnet tiles that are letters, those would be fantastic for practice with because it adds a multi-sensory element to this. By using a multi-sensory approach, we're using as many senses as possible to learn the information faster and retain it longer. So students can learn a lot faster, which of course gets them excited to learn more and continue on with their lessons. So I'm going to show you the very first lesson that I give in my Level 1 Phonics-based reading course from readingsuccessacademy.com. And you're just going to get a sneak peek of how this works, and hopefully you can apply these methods to your own children or your students' learning. All right, so here we have letter tiles. We have vowels in a different color than consonants, as you can see. And I've only pulled in 3 letters to work with. We're only going to work with 3 letters at a time. And at this level, we're just working with 7 consonants and 2 vowels. We're not trying to work with all of them all at once. Okay, so we're going to pull in 3 letters into this space here. And if you're interested in the worksheets or the forms to help with this, you can email me at hello@readingsuccessacademy.com and I can send you these word building worksheets so you don't have to recreate it yourself. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to ask our learner if we're going to build the word cat, what's that very first sound you hear in cat? And then I'm going to point right here and I'm going to drag my cursor slowly across here, but this would of course be your finger. I'm going to say cat, cat. What's the first sound you hear in cat? And I keep circling here to show students where they need to listen, especially with dyslexia. Students who have dyslexia, this is really important because it's giving them a target for where to fix their eyes and listen at the same time. So, of course, they're going to answer k, all right, for cat. And then we're going to go up here and we're going to say, now, which one of these letters do you think has the sound for k, k, k? See, now we've only narrowed it down to 3 sounds. So if they don't know all of their sounds and letters yet, that's okay. They only have 3 that they can choose from. And so, of course, if they answer incorrectly, if they point to the wrong one, then we'll just correct them. Say, oh, nice try. But you know what? It's this one right here. And I need to get my cursor back. And we're going to pull that into our word. We're going to say k, 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 k. Great job. Now, can you listen in this place for the next sound you hear in cat, cat? What sound did you hear right here in cat? Did you hear ah? Right, yes, of course they're going to say ah, and then we're going to give them a choice. Which one of these 2 letters do you think makes the ah sound? Of course, if they choose this one, we're going to say, hey, thanks for trying. But you know what? It's going to be this one. So let's pull this sound in, but this time we're going to hold the sound as we move it in. With the vowel sounds, we can hold those sounds as we move it into place. Ah. And then let's review. Okay, so far we have k, ah, and we're going to blend those sounds together. Ka. What do you think we need next to finish the word cat? Cat. T, t. Yes, t is the sound. And now we're going to ask them which one of these letters makes the t sound. There's only one. This really helps students because it gives them a little bit more confidence. They only have one choice, so they know they're going to get it right. And then we're going to move it on into place. And we're going to say t, 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 t. And review. K, at, cat. And model blending for them. Cat. Now you probably noticed that I said t, t, t as I move this piece into place. And that's because we don't want to add an extra vowel sound to the consonants. We want to keep them nice and clean. K and t. And when we come over here, we'll say p without a voice. We'll say We're not saying ma and pa and ta and ka. When you do that, you're adding an extra vowel sound. You're adding an And when you add an extra vowel sound, you're adding another syllable to the word, making it longer, and it'll be harder to sound out. For example, if we were to say ka, a, ta, you blend those sounds together and you get kaata. Kaata is not a word, and it's 3 syllables long. It doesn't sound anything like cat. So you want to keep nice, clean consonant sounds as you move them in. And so we repeat those, k, 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 and t, t, t. Only the vowels are the ones that you're going to hold. Now there are some consonant sounds like sh and n and that you can hold as you're moving them in. As long as you're not adding an to the end of it, it's fine. All right, so now we have our word cat. So we are going to map this word out. And I say map because we're showing where all the sounds are in the words as we write. So we grab our pencil and we're going to say each sound as we write the letters. K, a, t, cat. Just like that. Have them write it on their paper. Make sure they say each sound as they go. And they can't go on to writing the next letter until they've said the first one. They can't just write them all down and then say the sounds. They want to say the sound, match it with the letter as they go. All right, let's move some things around. We're going to work with all different letters for our next word. We'll use a different vowel. And what you can do while you're moving these pieces around, if your student isn't really comfortable with all the sounds yet, you can say them as you move them in. As I was moving in this one, I could say and then we can pull in a pa, pa, pa. And then we can pull in an ah. And that just gives them a little preview of what sounds they're going to be working with, and maybe they'll remember as we go. It gives them a little bit more confidence to work with. All right, so you're going to tell your learner, we're going to build the word mop. What sounds do you hear in mop? And let them tell you the sounds they hear in mop. Ah, p, mop. Great job. Okay, now we're going to listen in this very first place for that first sound in mop. Mop. And again, I'm wiggling my cursor here, and you would be indicating with your finger that this is the place that you want them to listen for in mop. They're going to give you that sound, and then you're going to give them those choices again. So which one of these sound pictures goes with Now, sound picture is the same thing as a letter, except when we're talking about the advanced code where we're working with 2 or more letters that make one sound. So you can say letter or sound picture at this point. And of course, they're going to tell you it's this one here. And if they're not sure yet, of course, you'll just redirect them to the correct sound picture. And you're going to say that sound as you move it into place. Great job. Now we're going to listen in this place for the next sound you hear in mop. Mop. What sound was happening right here? That was ah, right? Well, let's choose which one of these gets the ah sound. It's the one that has the same shape as your mouth when you make it. Ah, it makes a circle, right? Let's go ahead and hold that sound as we move it in. Ah. What do we have so far? Ah. Now blend those sounds together. Ma. Ma. Great. So now we need to listen in this place for the next sound you hear in mop. Mop. P, p, p. That's the sound you hear. So we're going to choose our last letter and we're going to say p, 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 p as we move it into place. Then we're going to grab our pencil. And if you want to change it up, make it a little bit more fun, change colors or something, you can do that. They're going to say each sound as they write the letters again. M, ah, p, mop. That's exactly how it's supposed to look and sound when you're doing a word building lesson. Now, the word building lessons that I'm talking about are in the Reading Reflex book, and you can find links to that. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it, well, pretty much in any bookstore. But what you're looking for is Reading Reflex, a foolproof method for teaching your child to read. It's a fantastic resource for anyone who's just starting out with their kids learning to read, but it also has lessons to take them all the way through the advanced code level. It's called the phonographics method, and it's a powerful method because they're using a multisensory approach, which is really helpful for students with dyslexia. If you'd like some more information about how I teach these lessons, or if you need some expert help with reading, make sure you reach out to me at hello@readingsuccessacademy.com, and I'd be happy to help you with resources for your learner. Make sure you subscribe if you think this is beneficial to you and you could use it again in the future.